Hi, this is Paul with PJM Incorporated. I'm always emphasizing the value of going into attic spaces, especially and particularly in tight spaces where a lot of guys are reluctant to go. I know there are tools and stuff that people use that can help them, which is fantastic if you're not physically able to do this. But it's real important when you do an inspection to do a real thorough inspection. Now, I'm at a 1-year warranty inspection at a property that was inspected originally when it was constructed about a year ago. And sometimes conditions, in order for them to occur, you need time. So like, for example, here I am a year later, I'm at this property, I'm above the laundry room. Now this is in a little tight corner here, but I think that you could see on the insulation that rust stain that you see there. That's from leaking here, right? Probably at a nail penetration, if I had to guess. But right now, I use the meter to check the wood, check the area around it, and it's not testing wet. And we have had some recent rain. But I would not dismiss this. Often, as inspectors, we'll have real estate agents ask, well, was it wet? Was it wet? And that's a great question for anyone to ask. But as an inspector, you have to recognize a couple things before you answer a question like that. Is it wet? Well, this one's not. But when I went on a second-story roof, and again, when it comes to inspecting roofs, there's no substitute to physically going on a roof. There's no evidence of any repairs around this dryer vent at the roof penetration. So what that tells me is that this probably leaks occasionally during severe weather, possibly wind-driven rains, and in Florida we get a lot of those. So I think that the best way to handle something like this, to you guys out there that are new, is I would write this up as evidence of previous leaking along with discoloration at the dryer vent penetration at the roof, obvious signs of rust staining or water staining in the attic insulation located directly below, and then recommend further evaluation by a qualified roofing contractor to come and evaluate the situation to see what needs to be done here. Because with no evidence of a repair at the top of the roof and evidence that it's leaked before, you can't say that this isn't going to be a problem. So you have to really take your time in communicating this to people. Recommend that the roof be inspected during or shortly after active rains if they choose not to have a roofing contractor evaluate it, because that way you'll cover all your angles. But when you see evidence like this, you're going to find evidence like this when you enter an attic space and you take the time to inspect it properly. And for the new guys out there who haven't really inspected many properties, when you get into an attic space, be sure to inspect every roof penetration. Look for evidence of water penetration. That includes like plumbing vents, bathroom exhaust vents, dryer vents, because those are going to be like skylights. Those are going to be the areas where if water has penetrated previously or is going to, that's where you'll find the evidence for it. So part of doing a real good inspection, guys, is to get up on the roof physically, take a good look at it, check for repairs, feel with your feet, walk on the roof, make sure you get any vulnerabilities logged before you enter the attic space. Enter the attic space, look at all the penetrations, and when you see something like this, never underestimate the value of complete, accurate, and good communication in your inspection report. Don't do this report quickly. Do a paragraph on this explaining what you saw, what the results were, what your recommendations are. This is Paul with PJM Incorporated. Thank you for watching.